This place is rather gloomy.
Why don't you lighten the mood for us while we're here, then?
I'll see what I can do.
Take this!
I'm gonna get some soda real quick. You know that's right. I'm okay, I promise. Don't worry, I'll be fine. I'm gonna get some soda. I'm gonna play Tales of Arise now. So feel free to come check it out with I did all that work for nothing. I'll get over it eventually. I'll play it again later.
Guess I misread the landing.
Hey, how's it going? I got me some soda. Got me some sody water.
Guess I misread the landing. Let's see what you've got.
I'll take you all on!
It's in your hands now.
You pay for that! Take it! This one's gonna be tough! Demon Fang!
Let's cut our losses.
It looks like that beam of light has stopped.
Then is it safe to say we've avoided oblivion for the time being?
I can still sense a faint glimmer of energy, though. It hasn't completely dispersed.
You can tell? Rinwell, your senses seem a lot sharper than before, don't they?
And you said you heard that voice, right?
I guess. Maybe. I don't know. I don't feel bad, though.
If trace amounts, however small, do remain, then it leaves us no choice. We must destroy the entire structure.
What do you suggest? We bring it down piece by piece?
Once that's done, what do we do then?
We go to Lenegus. Even if we could destroy the whole wedge like he suggested, it'd only buy us time. The fact they sent this thing down tells me they're not giving up this planet without a fight.
There's also the matter of the Renis Alma. Its circumstances still have yet to be truly resolved.
But how do we even get to Lenegis?
What if we hotwire one of their starships? There's gotta be one on the planet somewhere, right?
Starships are only seen on Dana at the start and end of the Crown Contest. Otherwise, they remain on Lenegis. Believe it or not, we Renans down here aren't quite as free to come and go as one might think.
Great. Well, I'm out of ideas then. We definitely don't have the tech to build a starship. And even if we found a Renin who'd help, who knows how long that'd take.
Yeah. Waiting for a starship to come down from Lenegis would probably be quicker than that.
Wait. Alphen, when you came down from Lenegis, it had to have been in a starship of your own, right?
Right. Oh, of course.
You can't be serious. That was 300 years ago. There's no way it's still gonna work.
But Alphen didn't wake up until a few years ago. That means it had to have still been functioning that whole time to keep his body preserved.
Indeed. You wouldn't happen to remember where you landed, would you?
My memories around where I parked are still a little hazy, but I do know that I woke up in Calaglia. So chances are it's still in the area. At least it's a place to start. Luckily, that realm's my old stomping ground, so I should be able to get us some help finding her.
This is it.
Yeah. As long as Lenegis stands there, there's no avoiding it.
So what's this help in Calaglia you're planning to enlist?
My buddy Nath. If anyone there knows something, I figure it's him. But first, we need to catch a boat and get back to the mainland. Our first port of call is Ulzebek.
Back where you first started out.
Yeah, along with my dad.
You okay? You don't look so good.
I think I'm just a little seasick, that's all.
Liar.
Huh?
You heard me. You've never been good at hiding your emotions, Shion.
Excuse me? Just what do you... No. You're right. I'm sorry.
Is it about Alphen?
No. Not just him.
Something you can't talk about?
Rinwell, I'm not like the rest of you.
Of course you are! No, I'm serious. Back when we first met, I think maybe then I did think we were different. But now I know that isn't true. You and I are the same, Shion. We're alike in more ways than you know. If any of us is different, it's me. I'm a Danon who can use magic. I may be the last. My family and I have been living in hiding as long as I can remember.
Everyone has their own pain that can be hard for other people to understand. I saw the two of you talking and thought you could use a third wheel. So, here I am. Sorry.
If anyone's the odd one out here, it's me. Believe me, you don't want to listen to my problems.
Want me to go?
I didn't say that.
I get that you must have a lot circling around that head of yours. And that's okay. Whatever's worrying you right now, you're allowed to worry about it. And you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. I know I'm not a Renin like you, or a mage like Rinwell.
I'm not a sovereign, maiden, or lord. I'm just a Danon who used to be a slave.
But regardless of all that, I'm here for you, Shion.
That goes for me too. We all want to be there for you. Me and Hootle and even the boys. I promise. I mean, that is what friends are supposed to do, right?
I said this to Alphen, and now I'll say it to you. You're not alone in this.
Thank you. Rinwell. Kisara.
And right on cue, I think I should make my way back and lie down for a bit. My battle with this ship continues.
Yeah, I better head back too. We wouldn't want the guys thinking they're in charge. Can you imagine Law at the helm? Who knows what kind of trouble we'd get into?
Still, if that's true, then it's all the more reason I have to do this.
Aw, are you tired, Hootle?
You sure he's not just trying to hide from us?
All right, something is definitely up with Shion.
Yeah, something big by the looks of it. I've never seen her so serious.
So, do you think we should say something to Alphen then?
I was wondering the same thing myself, but then it occurred to me. Whatever this thing on her mind is, it's probably the last thing in the world she wants people to know about. If she's trying this hard to keep it secret, then it's not really our place to go telling people before she's ready.
Yeah.
I can't tell them. There's just no way I could, right? What am I supposed to do?
You guys want to rest here?
Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown now.
lively. Hoodle and I are raring to go.
Isn't it past your bedtime?
Says the guy who can't stop yawning.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little? What's wrong? You're looking pretty down. Something on your mind?
Yeah, you could say that. It's just, well, there's something that's been eating away at me for a long, long time. Do you mind if I share it with you?
Of course not. I'm glad to listen.
See, my mom and dad used to tell me I shouldn't go around casting magic. But there was one time I did, behind their backs. And when I did, Almadria showed up.
Huh?
I hated Almadria for destroying everything I loved. But what I hated most was myself. For breaking my promise to my parents. Even though I swore I'd get revenge, there was always this nagging part of me that wondered if I even had any right to do so.
Rinwell, it was Almadria who killed your family. Don't torment yourself over one mistake.
How can you say that when my mother and father died because of me?
This may not comfort you much, but I'll say it anyway. I have a feeling your parents always knew something like that might happen.
What do you mean?
There was always a chance that someday, someone was going to find you and your family. But even knowing the risks, they still taught you magic. And there are two reasons I can think of for that. First, your talent. Second, they were hedging their bets.
Huh? On what?
On you, Rinwell. On how you turn out when you grew up. Sure, learning magic may invite danger, but it would have been even more dangerous to live in hiding without being able to defend yourself. They knew what they were getting themselves into when they taught you magic. And I think they did it because of how much they loved you.
Because my mother and father loved me.
Sorry, I know I shouldn't be putting words into your parents' mouths.
No, it's okay. I used to think I would have been better off if I never knew how to use magic. And if I'm really honest with myself, sometimes I still think that. But after traveling around with all of you guys, I've learned that there are things I can do with magic. That there's a point to it after all. So I'm going to keep trying. I'm gonna try and accept it as part of who I am. I want to use it to protect my friends. To protect the future of Dana. Do you think that's selfish of me?
Not at all. I wouldn't want it any other way with you, Rinwell.
Night, everyone! I want to go back to bed.
Ah, Calaglia. Feels like it's been ages.
And wasn't Zephyr with us too?
Dad.
Hey, chin up! This is your hometown.
Everyone around here looks so much happier than they used to.
I'll say. It feels like an entirely different place. I suppose it's had time to adjust to its newfound freedom.
Zephyr would have been so happy to see this.
Yeah, he really would have. Especially if he knew Law was... Law? Something bothering you, Law?
Nah, I'll be fine. It's just, you know.
It still weighs on you, doesn't it? Running away back then.
I abandoned my home. Then when I finally come back, it's been liberated. What's important is that it's free. I get that, I do. I just... I should have been here.
Just one thing after another, and it all falls on my head to...
Hey, Nath.
What? Can't you see I'm... Alphen?
Looks like you have your hands full.
As much as ever. As if I wasn't busy enough putting down the last remnants of Renan rule, I'm up to my ears in Danan disputes. And then, to top it all off, that thing had to come crashing down from out of the sky.
Pretty sure we've heard this somewhere before.
But enough about my problems. What can I help you with?
Yeah, we're looking for an old Renan starship. You wouldn't happen to know any around these parts, would you?
A starship? What do you need one of those for?
To get to Lenegis.
Lenegis? Are you out of your damn mind?
Believe it or not, it wouldn't be the craziest thing we've done recently.
Well, I believe it. Well, either way, I'm afraid I haven't heard anything about a starship.
Then do you have any historical records by chance?
Sure, we've got stacks of old records.
Mind if we take a look at them?
Yeah, okay.
Thanks, Nath.
I read through all of the records, but I only found a single line that might point to what we're looking for. It mentions a rock that shot across the sky and landed past the mountains. The event was recorded just before the first Renan invasion.
And you think that might be the starship?
I don't know. There was nothing else in the records that came even close. It looked like it was someplace called Berg, but maybe I'm reading it wrong.
Berg?
That ring any bells for you?
Yeah, that's one of the biggest volcanoes in Calaglia. I was just there recently, investigating a report of a meteor someone saw.
Another meteor in the same area? Really?
I wonder if it could have been one of those lights that shot out of the wedge.
All the more reason to check it out. Can you tell us how to get there?
The old Zion mine is up that way. One of the veins we abandoned connects to the volcano. Go ahead and use that. But you should be careful.
Huh?
I don't know if it has anything to do with the meteor. There's a giant Zoogle running riot in there. Never seen anything like it.
A Zoogle, huh?
Well, I turned back as soon as I caught sight of the thing, so I can't tell you much more. Just be real careful if you head out that way. All right.
I guess...
Right.
I didn't like the sound of that monster Nath was talking about one bit.
Well, we have to press on. We're going through Zion Mine to Berg Volcano. Let's move.
Everything okay with Hootle, Rinwell? He seems kinda out of spirits.
It must be the heat getting to him. We don't get these kind of temperatures back in Cyslodia.
Calaglians born and raised here struggle with it too, so it's no surprise.
Aha! So that's why his plumage is so white. He was born in a winter wonderland.
Actually, Dan and owls absorb the astral energy of whatever land they're raised in. Where they're born doesn't affect their appearance at all. But that's not why he's white. The real reason is that he's still just a baby.
You mean their plumage changes color depending on where they grow up? Weird.
And with all this traveling we've been doing, it wouldn't surprise me if his wings ended up looking like a colorful painting.
I think he suits his snowy complexion. It'll feel strange to see him change.
How awesome would it be if his head and wings were different colors? And his stomach and sides, like a map of our travels! Ow, lay off, will ya? So much for the heat making him docile!
You've only yourself to blame for that one. Poodle takes pride in his appearance, you know.
Fascinating. An appreciation of aesthetic beauty in an owlet so young.
Dohalim, I think you've drawn his attention.
My hands are really cold.
We've reached our destination.
Aw, who's a good boy? Wait, why am I petting you?
Make sure to get some good rest.
It's a brand new day, everyone. Let's greet the dawn.
A laudable sentiment.
Hey, is Dohalim's shirt on backwards?
Suffice it to say, mornings aren't his strong suit.
It's quite hot here. The climate feels different from Menancia's.
It's gotten much cooler since leaving town, though.
Does that mean eyes were burning holes in us?
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
So we're back in the Zion Mine tunnels. Who would have thought we'd be going through this place again? This is where you and I first fought together.
And also the first time we touched, as I recall.
Wait, really?
Yes, really.
Yeah, I could consider installing it. Or I could just play Farm Sim 19. I have that still. I'm wrapped up in the blanket right now.
So this path is supposed to take us out to Berg Volcano?
We're not gonna see any lava burst out in front of us or anything, are we?
Don't get so paranoid you let a rock fall on your head, Law. Ugh, so hot.
Well, yeah. We've reached the inner portion of Berg Volcano.
We need to find that starship. And fast!
Are you just going to keep standing around or what?
Sorry, I'm just getting prepped over here.
Huh. You can make plants grow instantly? What if we use this for fruits and vegetables?
I'd rather not be our party's fertilizer. Thank you very much.
My face is starting to sting. And my throat feels super parched.
Here, have some water. Just make sure you don't drink too much.
Thanks.
You want some too, Shion? Oh, wait. I bet you're hungry more than anything, aren't you?
I'm fine, thank you very much. Great, now I'm hurt and dirty.
wedge will hold itself together, right?
Most definitely. Though I won't make any promises.
Which one is it?
It's crazy to see rocks melt before our eyes.
Watch where you're going, everyone. If you fall, there will be nothing left of you.
Exactly. So don't try anything funny. Especially you, Law. No pushing anyone, not even as a joke.
I'm not a little kid!
I didn't know you had that sort of trick up your sleeve, Dorleen. I would have figured rocks and plants would be too different for you to handle both.
Not necessarily. Both of them contain Earth astral energy. Luckily for me, this area is rich not only in fire energy, but Earth as well.
What the hell is that thing?
Probably that monster Nath warned us about, if I had to guess.
Do you think this might have been where one of those lights that shot out of the wedge landed?
But why this location? If the purpose of the wedge is to harvest Dana's astral energy.
We can figure that out later. If that thing gets into town, it's going to cause chaos. We need to take it down and move on. Let's go! This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
Here it comes! Focus!
On your toes, everyone!
Suddenly turning tail doesn't seem so ridiculous.
Why? Are you scared?
Me? Are you?
Do you even have to ask? Of course I'm scared!
Focus up before we become that thing's lunch.
Is summoning Zoogle? Take care of them while keeping an eye on it! Fall into thine own depth!
Elusive deity! Okay, here I go!
Reload!
Tornado drive! Begin! Take this!
Shining Supernova!
Charge like that is evenly faced.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
Healing circle!
I'll grind you into dust! Take this! Try that more! Soaring blast! Try this!
Holy Lamb!
Pierce!
Radiant
No
Spear!
dragon swarm! Ignite! Eternal dust!
Power of water!
Elusive deity!
Flame of Radiant Storm! I never miss! Long Flight!
Slash!
Lunar Corrupt! Radiant Storm! By the power of water! Searing
They
Flame!
smite
Reload!
black and flame!
I'm out of ammo!
Time to let it rip!
Raging Cascade!
Mirage!
In here!
Dragon swarm!
Welcoming it!
Eternal devastation!
Mega
Mine! Crush! I'll burn it all! Flaming pillar! Fire! I'll take you all off!
Champion Swirl! Alright! It's
Black flame!
Dad!
Forgive me.
Glacial
This is
Spear.
my fault.
Here's evil!
Resuscitation! Armor won't save you!
Not done yet!
Lunar Corruption!
From beyond! Imbue the
I still got some fight behind me. I'm out of ammo. This one's mine.
Demon Fang!
Thunder Field! Annihilation! Mega Ray! Here!
Demon Fang!
I'll bring you back from death to this!
Demon Fang! You'll pay for that!
Will this help?
It's on! Lunarondo!
Healing circle!
Not today!
From beyond, imbue this vanquished
Take it!
soul with love. Resuscitation!
You're mine!
It's gonna smart.
Nothing
Fear! Alright! It's showtime! Amazing. Get on in there together!
Demon Fang!
Hear me! Flame of fury!
This isn't ideal.
Arch field! I'll heal you all!
Giving me more than that.
What would I do without you?
Right.
Tempest Whirl!
Swallow
Now!
Blade! River!
Astral Energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done!
Swallow Blade! Try
Thunder
this!
Blade! Illuminate the dark! Come!
I can feel
You're
the
mine!
medicine working.
This one's all mine!
Resuscitation!
Eat dirt!
Raging Cascade! Here I go!
Rest for the
You're
wicked.
mine! Feel!
Rising Wyvern!
Annihilation!
You're on!
Flame of fury! Demon
Fang!
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Demon Fang!
I couldn't make it in time.
It's Thunder Field!
Now you see what I can do!
Raging Cascade! I'll bring you back from death to this! It looks like you got this one covered!
Resonate with the earth!
Searing Blade! Reload! Lightning Barrier! Corruption! Thunder Blade! By the power of water! Raging Cascade! Field! Let's get you all tucked away! I never miss!
No dawn shall
My
break
castle
this.
energy! Alright, it's showtime!
Eternal Devastation!
In a bind,
Soaring Light Spear!
I'll smash you!
Searing Flame! Reload!
Can't be happening! Not so fast!
Rising Wyvern!
Elusive deity! Rotating pile driver! From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with life!
Ignite!
Resuscitation! Slide!
I can't move!
Rising Wyvern!
Heal!
Okay,
I'm all
here I
fucked
go!
up.
From beyond,
Annihilation!
imbue this vanquished
Mega Ray!
soul with life!
Any more of this and I'll burn out!
That's gonna smart.
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
Lunar
Gets by
corruption!
demon land!
By the power of water!
Eagle ray!
Annihilation!
Can you take it? Take this! I'll grind you into dust!
Radiant!
I'm ready!
Kizara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble! Take this! From beyond,
Here come more.
we'll just have to keep fighting.
By the best fight!
Be still!
Unique? Can't be happening! See about that!
Armor won't save you!
Everyone still doing all right?
Never mind us. You worry. This one's...
Yeah, I think I'm going to switch to, I think I'm going to switch to another game. This one is, I'm going to have to grind this one out. Just quit that. No